Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
It's time for the Lithia Ford of Boise Postgame Show from Bronco Nation News. We're breaking down the game with highlights, interviews, analysis, and most importantly, you. Give your thoughts on the game in the YouTube chat or Facebook comments, and we'll include the best ones on the show. Check out LithiaFordBoise.com to view their full inventory of vehicles, or check them out at 8853 West Fairview in Boise. Now let's head out and join BJ Rains for the Lithia Ford of Boise postgame show from Bronco Nation News.
Hey, how we doing, Boise State fans? They just kind of shut the lights off on us a little bit, so we'll do the best we can here. 70-48, Boise State wins this one over Loyola-Chicago. Get your comments in, get your questions in, and we're going to have Chibuzo Agbo joining us live. We're going to have Leon Rice joining us live. I think we may get another player as well, but what a win for Boise State, bouncing back 70-48 after the tough loss yesterday to Charlotte. They bounced back and beat a pretty good Loyola-Chicago team. 24 points, a coming-out party for Chibuzo Agbo. You had 19 for Tyson Degenhart, Marcus Shaver Jr., Max Rice both had 10. Boise State goes 8 of 20 from three-point range, their best three-point shooting game of the season. They shoot 46.2% overall tonight, a much better game overall for Boise State. They really controlled a lot of the key stats, and really after the game yesterday, you couldn't have asked for much better than what you got from Boise State. Now, we do have a thing. Come on over here. We do have a thing on the post-game shows for football where I say, if you come, we'll put you on. We got a Bronco Nation News supporter here. I'm going to put you on real quick. You can talk to everybody here. Give us your name and tell us your story here, man.
Yeah, Jared Zinowitz from Atlanta, Georgia, graduate of Boise State 2018.
Okay.
I knew living in Georgia, I don't have the opportunity to see the Broncos too often. So when I saw the schedule come out, I knew I had to come over here this week and see the team.
Okay, and you're an avid BNN fan, right?
Yes, sir.
You were watching some of the football post games. I saw you out there in the concourse, and you said, "Hey, man, can I come on the post game show?" So appreciate you for coming by, man. What brought you down this way to the southeast here after going to Boise State?
Yeah, actually, so. Graduating from Boise State, I actually worked for Stein Distributing. I know a proud supporter.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Cutwater Spirits.
Yes, they are.
If you guys haven't been, Cutwater Spirits, go ahead and try some out. But I worked for Stein Distributing. I now work for Anheuser-Busch down in the southeast.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing now.
And what did you make of the game tonight?
Oh, the game was tremendous. I mean, the team right away they had a great identity. Degenhart took control of the game right from the get-go. Played a little bully ball and, rebound. The team was very confident tonight and went about it, and I think, the other day, a little bit slow start and kind of got to the team, but over the course of, regroup after the evening, get back to it today. And the team was very confident. And, whether it be Agbo or Degenhart, very, very great performance overall tonight.
Good analysis, but folks are wanting you to drop a golly. I don't know if you know about golly guy or not, but they're wanting you to give us a golly or something on the way out here. But
we can work that into it.
Hey, man, thanks a lot for stopping by. Appreciate you for supporting BNN. I know you're a big commenter and stuff. So anytime you're at a road game, we'll put you on if you stop by. But appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks again for supporting BNN and coming by. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, Jared. Thanks a lot, man. Saw him out in the concourse and was appreciated him for coming by. We're going to have Coach Rice. We're going to have Chibuzo Agbo. We're going to have, I believe, Max Rice as well. So a nice win for Boise State. Get your comments in. Get your thoughts in. If you have a question for either Coach Rice or Chibuzo or I think Max Rice is going to join us as well, let us know. Obviously, a very happy Boise State team after this one. And the Broncos rebound 70 to 48. He mentioned Cutwater Canned Cocktails. They are the sponsor of our studio sponsorship here for Bronco Nation News. Our mobile studios on the road, presented by Cutwater Canned Cocktails. More than 30 flavors of premixed premium canned cocktails. You can pick one up at your local grocery store or gas station. Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. Check them out as well. We appreciate them for their support of Bronco Nation News. More than 500,000 folks have made the switch, and you can too. The official bank of Bronco Nation News, ICCU.com. If you want to become a truck driver, go ahead and do that at transcomservice.com. They'll do the permits, all the things you need. Get out there towing that first load in no time. So check them out, transcomservice.com. They will help you if you're looking for a new career and want to get out there in the trucking industry. And, of course, our friends Ridley's Family Markets, 13 Idaho locations. Find your location at shopridleys.com. They got the at-home shopping, the Skip app, home delivery, all that great stuff. We appreciate Ridley's Family Markets. Coach Rice is doing his post-game radio interview. I believe he'll be joining us shortly after that. But obviously a big win for Boise State tonight. You think about last night and how poor last night's game went. For them to rebound the way they did, just a super impressive win for Boise State, and you couldn't have asked for much more if you're really thinking about Boise State and what they were able to do. You lose last night. A lot of fans were disappointed, and when you came to this tournament, you had a goal of going 2-1. When you come to these preseason tournaments, you always want to go 2-1. Boise State has a chance to accomplish that. You also wanted to play Loyola-Chicago in the second round, and you wanted to play either Colorado or Texas A&M in the third round. That'll give you some quality games for the computer rankings, for all that good stuff. And that's exactly what Boise State's going to do. They play Loyola-Chicago, they get the win, and now they have a chance to beat. And by the way, that's 2 top 100 KenPom wins already for Boise State. They've now beaten 2 teams in the top 100 of the KenPom rankings, and then you get a chance to play another top 100 team in Colorado. And really, if you win on Sunday, you accomplish what you wanted to do when you came here. So you think about how bad it was, 11 points in the first half. And, Charlotte, that game was as bad as it could possibly be last night. And you think now where they're at 24 hours later, and they're right back in where they want to be with a chance on Sunday to cap this tournament off. You got Chibuzo was on point today. Chibuzo was impressive. Good bounce back win. Got right. What else we got? Such a great change from last night. Go Broncos. Chibuzo was on point. First game I've ever watched, and it was good. The guy needs to drop a golly to prove he was legit. This guy has premium analysis. So, yeah, appreciate him coming by. And, again, if you come find me on a road game, I'll put you on a show on the Bronco Nation News post-game show. Chibuzo let it fly tonight. Amazing play overall. Coach Rice was right. Huge win, and Rice-Tad Boyle matchup that would never happen otherwise. Yeah, you would never typically see a game where Leon Rice and Tad Boyle would play. And I think that game, by the way, is at 5 p.m. Mountain Time on Sunday is the game for Boise State. So that'll be Colorado and Boise State on what day is that? That'll be Sunday at 5 o'clock is what that'll be. We got Mr. Max Rice coming by to join us for a few minutes here. Max, we're upgrading the equipment here, man. Nicer headset, nicer equipment. We appreciate you for joining us, Max. What a difference 24 hours makes, man. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, BJ. That was huge for us. We had a long, I would say, 24 hours with the team. Kind of had a come to Jesus meeting. And today we just came out and played hard, and I think our fans will like us for that one.
I mean, it seemed like from the start the energy was better on the bench and just more guys, the enthusiasm. But what was the difference? What changed tonight, man?
I think it starts with just playing hard. I think you could see that we held them to 48 points, and that's a good team. I could definitely see them winning their conference. They do it pretty much every year. So that one will look a lot better in March than it does today. But I'm just really proud of how the guys played. I'm super happy for Chibuzo. He deserves this. He's played like this all summer, and you kind of saw what he can do.
How much do you think – how big is that for him? You guys have been saying all along this is the kind of player he can be, 24 points, and it seemed like once he had a couple shots go down, man, that basket looked like it was about 5 feet wide for him, and he was letting it fly. And I know you guys have seen this in practice, but for fans to finally see this, I mean, I know you're not going to get 24 from him every night, but is this more of the player that we should expect the rest of the season?
Oh, absolutely. He has all the talent in the world. Kind of what Leon talks about. It's 90% mental, 10% physical. And that means he kind of got in his own head early in the season, and you saw that, and you start second guessing stuff. And then tonight, I think he just let it fly. He stopped thinking about, is this a good shot? Is this a bad shot? He just hooped, and you kind of saw that tonight. And and kind of made us click on all cylinders. So.
Well, what does it say about this team, man? I mean, you lose last night, you get 11 points in the first half. I mean, it was statistically one of the worst halves Boise State basketball's ever had. I mean, how were you guys able to get off the mat and have such a dominant win tonight?
Yeah, I think that's huge early in the season like this. No one particularly remembers who wins the tournament. It's more like the wins you can get on a neutral floor. Obviously, you want to win the tournament, but it's just huge for us to get these wins early in the season.
The defense in the second half, I mean, they went over 8 minutes, I think it was, without a field goal at one point. You guys were winning, I think, 44-37 at the 12:04 mark, and then you guys go on a huge run. They don't score for over 8 minutes.
Yeah.
The defense wasn't terrible yesterday either. I know you had some stretches where you couldn't get a stop, but overall, what'd you think tonight of the defense?
I think we were way scrappier. I got called for a couple hand fouls, which I was surprised with, but we do a good job of when they drive, we peel off, we switch, and we try not to give up threes because if people aren't hitting threes on us, it's going to be a long night.
Now, your dad was on the radio post-game, and someone said they stopped listening to him so they could listen to you at the same time.
I
so
appreciate
you
that.
You got the pick over your dad there, but
absolutely,
you guys came to this tournament. I know you want to go 3-0, you want to win the tournament, but in reality, 2-1, you get a couple of good wins. Is kind of what it would be a successful tournament. And after last night, I mean, now you've got a nice win that you said will probably mean more come March, and you got a chance Sunday to go 2-1 in this tournament and get another Pac-12 win.
Yeah.
It's crazy what 24 hours can do for the
Absolutely.
mindset here.
I mean, if you're looking at what the fans are saying, the whole world's going to die, and then we come out here and we get a good win, and you kind of see it all around college basketball. You saw Colorado lose to Grambling. They beat the 11th team in the country. It just happens. It happens all the time, but it's about how you respond to those losses. And that if we do that all season, we're gonna be fine.
A day off tomorrow. Any big plans for Myrtle Beach here? Are you gonna get to go walk down and see the beach at all?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it's nice down there. I know you stopped down there. My mom's lived down there, so hopefully we can get out of the hotel.
I may have taken a few beverages down there and early enough today so that I was good to go for the game. But
exactly.
It was fun day today. We got the off day tomorrow. You got the BSU football game tomorrow night as well.
Oh yeah.
But Colorado on Sunday. Your dad, Coach Boyle, obviously are very close friends. Tell Bronco Nation here about this matchup on Sunday, because I know you guys have scrimmaged them a little bit, but we've never seen a regular season matchup with Leon and Tad Boyle. That's going to be fun on Sunday.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Coach Boyle is one of the best coaches in the country. I'm pretty sure he's a couple wins away from being the all-time winningest coach at Colorado, so that's a huge feat for him. And we're really good friends with them, so it's going to be a battle regardless. Great up-and-down game on a neutral floor. I think it's going to be a good one to watch. So.
You think your dad's okay playing? I guess if you'd have told him, a couple hours ago, he'd be happy playing him, knowing that you guys won today.
Oh.
But I know he doesn't want to play Coach Few, but I mean, is he, given the circumstances, I guess he's okay playing on Sunday?
Oh, absolutely. And I would say I would much rather play Sunday against Colorado than having to play Texas A&M, a 2014 in the country, in the 0-3 game.
I mean,
That's
you guys were looking at, I mean. You think about it earlier today after the game last night, and then you see some of the upsets today, and you see A&M lose, and you're like, I'm like, dude, they're. I mean, you were underdogs tonight. You would have been underdogs in that game. Like you legitimately could have gone 0-3 in this tournament, and yet still not be considered a bad team. I mean, again, you got to get it done on Sunday, but it is crazy what a nice win will do for your confidence and your morale and things.
It's wild that one of those teams is going to leave here 0-3. That's for sure. So.
Yeah. Hey, we appreciate the time. Enjoy the off day. Rest up. I think it's 7 o'clock Eastern on Sunday, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, BJ.
Appreciate
I'll see you at the beach tomorrow.
There you go.
Yep.
He had 10 points, and we appreciate Max Rice for joining us. We're going to have Chibuzo Agbo joining us shortly as well. They're digging the shirt, by the way. Somebody said that's the Phil Beckner shirt, so they're liking that. But we appreciate him for coming on. We will get Chibuzo going up here in just a minute as well. Watched yesterday's game because today I'd have to pay more for. Love seeing Max Rice. Again, 70-48 the final. Boise State, 24 from Agbo, 19 from Degenhart, 10 for Marcus Shaver, 10 for Max Rice. As I said, we will get Chibuzo lined up here in just a minute. Get your questions, your comments in for him. Again, Lithia Florida Boise post-game show. Rowpaint.com as well. We thank Bronco Nation News, and we thank you for checking out Bronco Nation News here as we keep the post-game show going. Again, 70-48 the final. Boise State goes 14 of 20 from the foul line, 8 of 20 from three-point range, 24 from 58 overall. 70 points for Boise State. They had only 13 turnovers tonight. They had 17 in the first game, and Boise State on the rebounds, 40-28 was the rebounding margin, 40-28 for Boise State. They win this one, and again, in part because of the man that sits down next to us now, Chibuzo Agbo, 24 points. And he leads Boise State to a huge win tonight. Congratulations, man. Appreciate you for joining us, man.
Yes, sir, of course.
We knew this was coming. Everybody's been saying it's been coming, but how did it feel, man? 24 points tonight.
It just felt like I really found a rhythm, and it just felt really good.
What took it 4 games to get going?
I'm not sure, but I feel like tonight I was just so invested in my teammates and just all around, just wanted my team to do well. So I feel like that just carried over.
All the Big Nuts Agbo signs are coming in here, man. They got to get you that deal with the peanut company or something in town, man, after the first game. But in all seriousness, once that first or second one went in, man, it seemed like your confidence. You were just letting them fly, and obviously it turned out to be a big night for you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I saw one go in, and the basket just looked huge for me.
How frustrating were the first couple of games, man? You went into tonight with more fouls than points, and I know you'd waited so long for this opportunity and to have a role and to be a star and kind of show Boise State what you could do, and you just hadn't shown it yet. I mean, you fouled out, a time or two. I mean, had it been frustrating the first couple of games?
Yeah, definitely. But, I mean, I think I went through adversity for a reason, and, it taught me a lot of things.
What's about this team, man? What does it say to bounce back the way you guys did after 11 points and a half last night and losing to Charlotte, to come back here with a nice blowout win over a quality opponent, man? How's it feel?
Right. That was I think a very good win. There's going to be a lot of games during a long season where we might lose one, but we're a team that can bounce back well.
What does it say about you guys too, man? What were the 24 hours like, I guess, in the hotel and things like that, trying to put this loss last night behind you and turn the page? Was it a tough day today, or?
It was just a lot of honest communication and just realizing we had to move as a unit and be one, and I think that really showed today.
What was the key defensively as well in the second half? I think they went over 8 minutes without a point. Did you like the defense?
Yeah, we were just hustling. One guy messed up. We were right there behind him, ready to make up for his mistake.
It seemed like, too, as soon as the game started, the energy was better on the bench and just everybody was into it. I mean, it just seemed like night and day. Is this team a team that's going to feed off energy and some of those, the bench and everybody getting into it?
100%. I think we got to bring that energy every game. I think that was a real apparent thing that we're going to pay attention to now.
And now you get a day off tomorrow, rest up a little bit, and then you get Colorado on Sunday. I mean, I know you wanted to win the tournament, but I was telling Max, you got a chance to go 2-1 and get 2 quality wins here. Yep. I mean, it's crazy what 24 hours can do for you. I mean, you guys obviously you feel a lot better in the spot you're in now than last night.
100%.
What's going to be the key on Sunday, man? You guys got to rest up tomorrow, and I know you haven't looked at Colorado yet, but you get a chance to play another Pac-12 team. You excited for Sunday?
Yes, sir. It's a quick turnaround. We got to watch the personnel and get straight to it.
Hey, man, appreciate your time.
Congrats
on the win, man. We'll see you Sunday. And 24 points, man. Congrats. Career high. Any family or anybody here today?
Yeah, my dad was here. He came all the way from California, so, I love that. That was a lot of love.
Well, what does that mean to you to have him here?
Oh, man, it means everything. He's been supporting me for so long. That's my guy. I just love him so much.
Well, that's cool, man. Happy to see it, and I know Bronco Nation's hoping more of that here moving forward, man. So congrats on the win, and we'll see you Sunday.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
There he is, Chibuzo Agbo, after the 24-point performance, a career high for him, and Boise State again wins the game by a score of 70-48. We're going to have Coach Leon Rice joining us here in just a couple of minutes. He's finishing up his press conference. This is a Lithia Florida Boise postgame show, Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com, the only local media outlet that made the trip here to Myrtle Beach. So hopefully you're enjoying the coverage here from Bronco Nation News. And again, Coach Rice finishing up his press conference and then should be coming to join us live after that. But again, impressive win, 70-48. Agbo's dad this year's Colin. RJ Keene commenting, I think I was the good luck. So there we go. We appreciate RJ for watching. And yeah, we got some great recommendations from him on the pregame show. I think we may need to do it again Sunday. We're going to have to ask Coach Rice. Keene came on the pregame show. He got great reviews, and the team wins a nice win. We're going to have to ask Coach Rice if we can get Keene on all the postgame shows or pregame shows here moving forward. Can't wait to see you next year. We got some comments for Jordan. There you go. Saying can't wait to see RJ on Sunday. Mike says the defense smothering Loyola was like there was a fire. Defense was big time. Keep it rolling for Sunday. Chibuzo looked great. Tremendous turnaround from yesterday. You love to see it. Yeah, I thought that was the defense was huge in the second half. I mean, they went over 8 minutes without a field goal. I think it was 8:21. They only had 2 free throws in that span. So, I mean, it was a heck of an effort for Boise State on both ends of the floor. Again, 24 points from Agbo. You get 19 from Tyson Degenhart. By the way, Agbo is 7 of 12 shooting, 5 of 7 from three-point range, 8 of 13 from the field for Tyson Degenhart. He had 19 points, including 12 in the first half to kind of get Boise State going. Agbo, by the way, had 17 points in the second half. I thought that he was just huge in the second half to help extend that lead. And then I thought, I thought some other guys stepped up. You had 10 points from Marcus Shaver Jr., 10 points from Max Rice. I thought that was obviously a big one as well. Coach Rice getting ready to come over here and join us. No, I'm not flying to Laramie tomorrow. I'm staying here. I'll be covering the football game from here. But Colin Mitchell did make the trip, and he'll be there in Laramie for the football game, and then we'll be back Sunday, obviously, for the game against Colorado. Again, that'll be a 5 o'clock game. It's 5 o'clock for the football game tomorrow as well. We'll have a full pregame show for that one. Colin is in Laramie, so we'll have full coverage of that. But Coach Rice joins us for a couple of minutes now. Much happier interview than 24 hours ago. Congratulations, Coach.
Ooh, yeah, that was a great response by our guys. And, I knew we had to play great tonight because Loyola is a good basketball team. You saw how physical they are. You saw how they, when you're sitting here at the arena, you see how hard they play and how hard they run their stuff. They're one of those teams that you're like, my goodness, do they run their stuff with pace? And they're going to win a lot of games. And, that's why you come to these tournaments to get these opportunities. And, I didn't want our guys feeling sorry for themselves and miss out on a great opportunity like this. And then, it sets up another great opportunity on Sunday.
I know we've talked about it. We've just been waiting for Chibuzo to break out. How impressive was it? And how, I guess, happy were you to see him finally do what you guys have seen him do in practice and knew he could do?
Right. And that's the thing that you just said, that every guy in our program knew that was Chibuzo. And we knew and we were just waiting to get to that. And it makes sense. And you got to give the guy some empathy about, he's been waiting for 3 years to have those moments. And I think I used a term about he was overexcited, something like that. But, we had some good talks about just, let your talent just take over and just let it come to you. And I thought he did a great job of that tonight. And that's the Chibuzo that we had seen and know, 24 points, 4 rebounds. There's a lot of things we're going to continue making better at.
What I thought early in the game looked like the energy on the bench and just the energy in general was just way higher from the start of the game. We had talked earlier today about the slow starts in the first 3 games. Well, what did you do differently, or how'd you get? Maybe it was the lineup change, but it just seemed like early in the game you guys got off to a much better start, and the energy and everything was just much better.
Yeah, no doubt. And we addressed a lot of things in 24 hours. These guys are, but it's a, you can address it and you can try different things as a coach, but ultimately it's them. And that's what I have, high character guys. And that's what excites me so much about this team, that we're scratching the surface on how good we can get. We're going to continue to improve because we got so many guys that I know how good they can be if we keep developing them. You're seeing right in front of your eyes, Baby Sada is just game after game, a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable, a little bit better each day. He's,
you went to him early today too.
Yeah. Because, that was the thing that I was frustrated with, and I didn't have the answers yet because we have so many new guys and different, so many moving parts. I was doing, I didn't have our rotation figured out, and I settled in. I was way more comfortable tonight with that because those guys want to know. I mean, you look at last year, they could pretty much sub themselves in because it was so consistent. That helps these guys, and it bought us a lot of minutes for Shave and for Tyson, and I think it was a season low for Shave tonight.
The defense in the second half, I mean, they went over 8. Loyola-Chicago went over 8 minutes without a field goal as you guys kind of extended the lead. What did you make of the defense tonight?
Well, you look at we've done a great job defensively. 66, 61, last night, 54, and tonight 48. We're getting better and better and better. And, you watched it you watched us last year. That's what the toughest team won the league last year, and I that's what I've said to these guys. The toughest team is going to win it this year, and we're not there yet, and we're headed in that direction. That's a positive sign, but we got a lot of work, and if we can become the toughest team, we got a great chance.
I mean, you mentioned you worked on a lot for 24 hours. I mean, I saw you guys at the hotel, but I mean, what was the last 24 hours like, and how hard was it to get off the mat after a game like that, where you have, statistically one of the worst halves in the history of the school, to be able to bounce back the way you did, not just a win, but a 22-point win. I mean, in such a short amount of time, how were you able to have that massive of a turnaround so quickly?
Well, we spent a lot of time together discussing some things, and but like I said, I was banking on the character of these players, and and we have great leadership on this team with Tyson and Shaver and 12, and not just those three, but those three are probably our most vocal and our spokespeople, the way they compete and the way they kind of lead, and that makes all the difference in the world. I mean, I can say everything and I can do this and that, but ultimately when they do it, it's powerful, and they were doing a lot of great things. So really, really pleased with the way they bounced back, because, that was, like I said, that's a good team we beat. They're going to win a lot of games. And, you look at what we've played so far, it's crazy. And now we got another pack. We're 2 weeks into the season, and we're on our second Pac-12 team, and we scrimmaged Oregon. I mean, we've been.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be on your fifth top 150 team. You've already got 2 top 100 wins under your belt at this point. I mean, I was looking it up earlier today. There haven't been too many teams in the country that have played as hard of a schedule as you have, and it's just going to keep getting even like Utah Valley's top 125 or whatever. I mean, it doesn't end.
And it's forcing us to get better in a hurry. And I'd love to have some comfortable 30-point wins. I mean, we had a 22-point win tonight. I didn't see that coming, but it has made us get better. It is absolutely, it accelerates it. And, your issues are your issues until you confront them. I think I said that to you earlier.
Yeah.
Well, we're confronting them, and we're working through them, and we're getting there. Doesn't mean we have everything solved. Heck no. There's a lot of things we can get better at, and we're going to continue to grow.
So now you get to Colorado on Sunday, a team and a staff that you know very well. Obviously, I know you've scrimmaged against them, but you've obviously not played them. You're very close with their head coach, Tad Boyle. What do you make of that game on Sunday?
Well, it's crazy. Out of all the teams, it has to be us two fighting.
But once you saw they won, you would have much rather played them.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I did not want to play. I mean, this is crazy. You have Loyola and Texas A&M playing tomorrow. One of them is going home 0-3.
If you would have told people before the tournament that was the championship game, a lot of people would have thought, it makes sense.
No doubt. Or you could have said us in Colorado.
Yep.
But, one of us is going home 2-1, which was some quality wins. I mean, nobody in the country has better wins right now than Tad Boyle.
Yeah.
And the Buffs. He beat Tennessee, who I think is a top 5 team and maybe a Final Four team. Tad handled them in Knoxville, and then he comes here and just annihilates Texas A&M and made them. I mean, they scored 100 and whatever points tonight. I mean, they have looked so good, and they're just settling in too. And he's got a great squad. They're going to be in the upper half of that league, and they're the slept-on team in the Pac-12. I know that.
Well, it should be a good game. We got two things the comments are saying. First of all, Agbo's dad was here, so folks are saying that you need to get him to every game. And then Keen got amazing reviews on the pregame show.
Did he?
And so folks are saying that it's only right if he comes back on Sunday again after you won to if it's good luck to keep it going. You can think about that if you want, but he did.
I'm all about it because Keen is a versatile guy. He's a Renaissance man. He can do a lot of things.
He's even commented. He said that he was the good luck charm with his pregame show.
A credit to like Keen and Cade and Sam Winter.
Yep.
Those guys they're the captains of our bench, and I think we had everywhere. Every guy in this program. That was a big part of what I talked about today. Is so important for us to to win these games, and everyone was a star in their role and did their job.
Okay, Tyson Degenhart says, "Let's go, Coach. Bus is leaving."
I'm out.
RJ Keene says, "Bus is leaving."
That's good.
We appreciate it.
Go, guys.
Thanks so much,
Okay,
Coach.
fellas,
Appreciate it.
see ya.
Congrats on the win. Glad to have half the team watching or help the viewership on the show. We appreciate that, guys. Thanks, Tyson. And there's Keene. All right, Coach is on his way. I was told by Nate Lowry he didn't have to hurry, so blame Nate. You guys can blame Nate Lowry, the SID. He told me, guys, that take your time, so that's why I was taking my time. But how about that? We got multiple players watching the post-game show. We appreciate that, guys. Nice win. And, we got record viewership right now after Boise State wins this one. 70-48 is the final score. I'm dead. The guys are on the stream. How about that? Yeah, that's hilarious. So we appreciate it. You never know. Hey, if that doesn't mean that the BNN postgame show is the spot to be, there you go. Can we count Keene and Degenhart as postgame guests? I guess we can. They commented in the comments, but you also heard from Coach Rice that he said it sounded like a yes. I think maybe we can get Keene back on Sunday. It sounds like so. That's good. Thanks for the support from afar, Tyson says for everybody. There you go. How about that? So they're heading to the bus. They're heading out of here, and that'll be a happy bus ride back. It's about a 20-25 minute bus ride back after the game tonight. 70-48 is the final. The aforementioned Tyson Degenhart with 19 points, 8 of 13 from the field. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block in 34 minutes. You had 24 points from Agbo, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 7 from three-point range, as we said. He was 5 of 5 from the line. He had 4 rebounds. You had 10 points from Max Rice, 10 points from Marcus Shaver Jr. They emptied the bench there at the end of the game, too, so you got some other guys, some action. How about Sada Nganga? Hit a three-pointer from the corner, had a nice drive. You're starting to see him come alive a little bit. Lucas Milner had 2 points. So overall, 70 points for Boise State, a super impressive win, and Boise State able to interview the vacuum guy on what he thought of the game. Yeah, he's right over here. We can maybe turn the camera and ask him. Nice game, guys. Got to go get the Degenhart dozen from Pastry Perfection. That's right. After that one, that'll be a nice Saturday morning breakfast treat for you after the game. Where else but BNN? Freaking awesome. That was that was a new one for Bronco Nation News, but that was pretty cool. Hey, check out the Blue and Orange Store, theblueandorangestore.com. Free shipping, any order over $40. Make sure you check it out online, theblueandorangestore.com. Or if you're in the Boise area, you can go check out the Boise Town Square Mall right there in Boise, and you can get all the new coaches, sideline apparel, the new jerseys, all that stuff. United Commercial Insurance, they make business insurance easy, unitedcommercialinsurance.com, 229-8222. And if you're a business owner or you handle a business insurance, they can save you hundreds of dollars with a quick call, 229-8222. They make business insurance easy at unitedcommercialinsurance.com. Boise Dentistry Co., that's my dentist, Dr. Minard, on the screen. Those are my kids. Everybody obviously smiling there in the picture. So if you're looking for a new dentist, check out Dr. Minard. He's a big supporter of BNN. We appreciate him and his team. So BoiseDentistryCo.com. They got locations from Mountain Home to Caldwell and everywhere in between. So make sure you check out Boise Dentistry Co. Lithia Ford of Boise, our title sponsor here on the postgame show. Check them out. The all-wheel drive vehicles at LithiaFordBoise.com. You can do what I did. You go to Lithia Ford Boise and search for the car you want. Then you just go to and test drive it at the store on Fairview. And then it takes a couple hours, and you're on your way with your new vehicle. So couldn't be happier with my F-150. And I know it'll do the same for you, LithiaFordBoise.com. RowPaint.com, our title sponsor. Again, BNN Twin 23 is that promo code if you're in the Twin Falls area. BNN Twin 23. They'll give you 23% off. You put that in when you're doing the price quote at RowPaint.com, and they'll give you a great deal this winter on your interior painting of your home. So all your painting needs, think RowPaint.com. I mentioned them earlier, but Cutwater Canned Cocktails, a sponsor of our studio as well. So we appreciate them. More than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails. Check them out at Cutwater Spirits at your local gas station or grocery store. Boise State again, 70-48 is the final. That'll do it. What a win for Boise State. They get the win. It's a nice win, and they're going to have a day tomorrow to relax a little bit, and then be back on Sunday, 5 o'clock back in Boise. We'll be on about 4 o'clock with the post-game or pregame show. So 4 o'clock Sunday with the pregame show. Jordan says, thanks to Charlotte for kicking us to the losers bracket. It is pretty crazy. You want to, quote, win the tournament, but yes, Loyola was favored in the game today. I think the favorites went 8-0. I think the favorites are 0-8, excuse me. I think the underdogs won every game in this tournament so far, unless maybe one today was an underdog, was a favorite. But overall, I think 0-8 or 1-7 for the favorites straight up in this tournament. It's just been crazy. I guess it's crazy what's happening in this tournament. So Boise State got the one win they needed, and now they got a chance to make it a successful tournament. They'll play again Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern here in the fifth place game, I guess it is, the Consolation Championship. Big win. And they'll have a day tomorrow to relax a little bit. We got the football game, Boise State and Wyoming. That game is at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, so we'll have a full pregame show about 4 o'clock Mountain Time. Colin Mitchell is on the ground in Laramie. We'll have the full post-game show as well with thoughts from Andy Avalos and players. So I won't be there, but I'll be covering the game here from Myrtle Beach. So a full day again of football coverage tomorrow, and then we'll be back with basketball coverage on Sunday. So no days off here at Bronco Nation News. We'll keep you covered with all the latest happenings for Boise State athletics. So, again, the only local media outlet that came to Myrtle Beach, Bronco Nation News. No other local media is here. So hopefully you're liking these shows and you'll consider a subscription to Bronco Nation News to help us out. At the very minimum, please press that subscribe button at the bottom for YouTube. We'd love to have you on YouTube. We're trying to build the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, switch over to YouTube. It's just youtube.com/Bronco Nation News. And if you're on Twitter, we're not going to be having many more Twitter broadcasts. So switch over to YouTube as well. It's just youtube.com/Bronco Nation News. And that's where the page that we're building and all these broadcasts are going to be moving towards YouTube here exclusively moving forward. So make sure you're following us on YouTube. Favorites are 2-6. So I guess there were 2 wins today by favorites. I guess the Charlotte was a slight favorite, I guess, over Tulsa. And then I forget what the other one must have been. It's for the most part, it's been an upset-driven tournament. So, and Boise State, again, Tad Boyle, Leon Rice, good friends. They'll play on Sunday in the Consolation Championship. And again, for as bad as last night was, enjoy this, Boise State fans, because they got a chance now on Sunday to go 2-1 in the tournament and get another quality win. That we'll see if the KenPom numbers have updated yet. Boise State was 98 going into the game. It does not have this game in there yet, so we'll see where they go from 98. Loyola-Chicago was 86. Boise State was supposed to lose by 1. They win by 22, so I would imagine that helps the number a little bit moving forward. But Colorado, by the way, is 48 at KenPom. So you're now looking at your third top 100 game for Boise State. All 5 games Boise State has played will be against top 136 opponents. Pretty impressive to see the teams Boise State has played and what they've done here with the rankings and things like that. Charlotte continues to move up the rankings. They're now 138 or 136 after their win today. So we'll see what the computer rankings say. I'll have a full story that I'm going to write when we get back to the hotel here. We'll write the full story and get that up on the website as well. So we'll have some more post-game reaction and thoughts. And UMass was favored, I guess, in that game. That's right. UMass was favored and I forgot they hit the buzzer beater. They almost lost to Murray State. They hit a buzzer beater with like a second left. So that'll do it for today. Appreciate everybody for watching, having fun out here in Myrtle Beach. And again, the work will continue late into the night. We'll get back to the hotel and get a full written story up on the site. We'll get the interviews cut up as well and get those on the site. So make sure you check BroncoNationNews.com. Hopefully you'll consider a subscription, $6.99 a month or $70 for a full year. Gets you exclusive access to all of my columns and written work, as well as the BNN After Dark show and some of our other exclusive content that we have coming forward. So again, Lithia, Florida, Boise, we thank them. We thank Idaho Central Credit Union for helping with our road trip coverage. And we obviously thank rowpaint.com, our title sponsor. Most importantly, we thank you for watching the show and for hitting that like and that subscribe button on YouTube, and for maybe checking out BroncoNationNews.com, the website, if you haven't yet, and support us there as well. So thank you so much. Boise State, again, 70-48. They win this one. We'll see you about 4 o'clock Mountain Time with a football pregame show tomorrow. Boise State, Wyoming. And then we're back on Sunday as Boise State and Colorado tangle in another big-time game early in the season here. That'll be the biggest game to this point, by the way, Boise State has played. Colorado is ranked 48th at KenPom. They've played 82, Washington State, 86, Loyola-Chicago are the 2 highest, now 48, Colorado. And that is a quad 1 win, or quad 1 game, I guess. Right now, Loyola-Chicago is quad 2. but top 50 on a neutral court is quad 1. So that Colorado game will qualify at this point as a quad 1 game. So enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you 4 o'clock tomorrow with the football pregame show. Again, 70-48. Nice win for Boise State over Loyola-Chicago. Enjoy it, Bronco Nation. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News, bronconationnews.com.